Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for Thursday, April 19th, 2018. Welcome to Thursday. If you want to jump around in today's episode, timestamps along with reference links are all down below. I'm not so cheerful today because YouTube PC gaming critic Totalbiscuit was admitted to the hospital yesterday afternoon. Pressure on his spine resulted in him being in immense amounts of pain, and he's a bit disappointed in his specialist for having not caught it sooner. He has been tweeting all day and is still in good spirits, but he has stated that he has stopped responding to his chemotherapy and will be seeking what he's called poor options. He's also reached out asking for help if anyone is having the same issue that he's having chewing food. Totalbiscuit is known for being stubborn, and he says that there won't be any quit while he still has options. My heart goes out to Totalbiscuit and his family. I hope they're all doing as best they can. Moving on from there, we have not one, but two free games today, beginning with Steam giving away Eador, Master of the Broken World. Just click on Install Game and it's in your library until the end of time. And then Humble is giving away Satellite Rain for the next 28 hours or so. Be sure to get them both while you still can. And then Xbox One gamers can now enjoy a free weekend of PUBG for Xbox Live Gold subscribers, lasting until midnight Sunday Pacific Standard Time. Speaking of PUBG, a map selection option is actually coming, which was outlined in a Steam community post today. You can select your favorite map or maps and never play the ones you don't like. On to today's release announcements, with Neocore Games unfortunately having to issue a delay of Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr and apologizing for making the statement of working 90 hours a week until it's finished. They say it sounded ironic in Hungarian and would never force anyone to work such unreasonable hours, and don't worry, I personally took it as a joke. This one's a bit of a surprise. South Park: The Fractured Butthole is now available on Nintendo's eShop for Nintendo Switch for $59.99 US or your regional equivalent. Finally, announced last night is a new installment in the series, Serious Sam 4 Planet Badass, with a pretty good trailer for you to check out, just no release window yet. We start today's update news with Fortnite, and currently Epic is investigating what is causing server crashes with the most recent 3.5.2 update. As far as I know, there are currently no updates to this issue. But please, everyone enjoy a double XP weekend starting today and ending on April 22nd. Rupture is the new mode to come to Battlefield 1, with another new game mode called Shock Operations coming sometime in June. If you want the full patch notes, please see the links down below. Moving on from there, if you own a VR headset for PC and you're looking to add more games to your library, then Valve is now hosting their VR Spring Sale with a ton of great games, some up to 60% off. There are a couple of games here that don't require VR, like Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, so even if you don't have a VR headset, there might be something you're interested in. Shifting focus to the Dutch Gaming Authority, who has sent out warnings to 4 game companies telling them to comply with Dutch gambling laws by the 20th of June. According to them, because the items players get from loot boxes in these games can be traded for real-world cash, they need a license to sell and operate in the Netherlands. Gaining that license would prevent people who are underage from playing games, putting a dent in some of the player bases. If the companies behind these 4 games do not get the proper license or remove the ability to sell the items for real money, they face fines or a ban from the country. So to close today, we have 2 really weird stories. The first is about Kingdom Come Deliverance, and the developer is saying people are making up crazy conspiracy theories about the game's content. Because you aren't able to play as a woman and there are no ethnic characters, people are calling members of Warhorse horrible people who say horrible things, and were compared to H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu. The creative director of the game says that he likes history and wanted to be as historically accurate as possible. And I just want to take a moment to talk personally to the people saying those things. Do you know how women were treated back in the 15th century? Yeah, not very well, and they were definitely not the ones being trained with swords. The fate of the people of color? Well, let's just say that I've been having enough trouble with YouTube demonetization lately. Can people please just stop freaking out and let others have creative liberties? Not everything needs diversity shoved down its throat. Finally today, earlier this week, the sequel to Glover was announced for Nintendo Switch, just not by the owner of the IP. Golden Mushroom, a small dev company, decided to trademark Glover for use in video game marketing. They did not, however, secure the rights to the actual game. Pico Interactive has those rights after buying them from Atari last year. Pico then showed up on the Switch subreddit to point this out and then offered to work out a deal with Golden Mushroom to license the rights. They were not able to negotiate, so now we get a spiritual successor rather than Glover 2. And considering how terrible I've heard Glover is, you kinda wonder how much money they wanted for the damn thing. These games are all better than Glover. It's tomorrow's game releases. For PC, Aesthetic Arena, Atomic Heist, American Railroads, Summit River and Pine Valley, Pixelbot Extreme, The Big Journey, Volted, Murderous Pursuit, and Deathfield, the Battle Royale of Disaster. For PlayStation 4, Assetto Corsa Ultimate Edition, Slide, Drive on Moscow, Phantom Trigger, and God of War. For Xbox One, Atomic Heist. For Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Labo Toy-Con 1 Variety Kit, Nintendo Labo Toy-Con 2 Robot Kit, and The Way Remastered. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And have you heard that new knock-knock joke? Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell. Knock knock. Who's there? It's the bonus episode for today's show. Click up here, click down here to watch yesterday's episode, which was about Twitch being blocked in Russia, and click over here to subscribe to my wonderful, wonderful channel. Thank you. See you tomorrow for Friday. Bye-bye.